Hey you guys, so I just want to jump in because I have been asked so many times about how to deal with sore muscles. I've just launched a new boot camp and I've got a few ladies in there who haven't done exercise for a little while and they are really struggling with their sore muscles. So I thought I'd do a quick checklist and let you have it. So first of all, the reason we get sore muscles is because when we do our workouts, our muscles get little micro tears in them, and those tiny little micro tears, they become inflamed. I mean, just like imagine if you have a tiny cut on your skin, even though it's small, it still hurts. Well, if you've got lots of those on your muscles on the inside, it's going to cause some inflammation. So that's why your muscles are sore. There are several methods to help alleviate sore muscles, and also just wanted to say, going back to the sore muscles, when those little micro tears create inflammation. And when we are inflamed, we tend to hold on to more fluid in our muscles. So if you're following like a weight loss program, you might find that the scale isn't budging like you're expecting it to. That's because your muscles are holding on to fluid. They will release some eventually when that inflammation dies down, but the first few days, don't be disheartened if you think, I'm doing everything I need to do and my weight is not going anywhere. It's because your muscles are holding on to more fluid. So don't stress about it, just keep on with the plan. The plans work. So that's why you're going to get sore muscles. Now, that will normally go between sort of 12 and 48 hours. It's called delayed onset muscle soreness. It's completely normal. It is important to identify between healthy muscle soreness and muscle soreness that needs you to do something about it. The worst thing you can do with any muscle soreness is to stop moving. That is awful because your muscles are going to continue to contract, they're going to get more solid, it's going to make it more difficult to work out when you get back to it, and you also increase your risk of injury. So always keep moving. One of the best things that you can do for sore muscles is to, if you're brand new to workouts, I would go for like a brisk walk. Get your blood circulating. The importance of getting your heartbeat going and getting the blood moving around your body a bit faster is because the blood contains nutrients which will feed our cells. It gives us oxygen, food, and it'll also stimulate the lymphatic system, which will then help to detox us. So it'll take all the crap that we've maybe rejigged in our systems as a result of working out, and also probably following a healthier eating plan. You might be having a sugar detox and your body's just kind of rejigging. So you want your lymphatic system to be working really well, and you also want to be stimulating the circulation of your blood. So that will then feed the muscles with what they need, but in order to feed them well as well, you also need to make sure that you're eating well. It's really vital to have things like healthy fats, so fats that are high in omega-3s, something like nuts, avocados, salmon, mackerel, that sort of thing. Also lean protein is really important, healthy protein. We have our maximum muscle synthesis, so when it's all when our muscles are being recovered properly after a workout, maximum muscle synthesis happens about 2 hours after a workout and also while we're asleep in bed. So you want to make sure that at mealtime before bedtime, you're eating healthy lean protein and healthy fats, and the same applies to around about 2 hours after your workout. I take a muscle recovery drink. You might have seen it on my Instagram stories. It's chocolate flavoured. It's got all the amino acids in it and the glycogen that replaces, helps my muscles to restore and get ready for tomorrow's workout and to reduce that muscle soreness. So that's also something you can do to make sure that your muscles are getting what they need. Also, make sure you're drinking loads of water. Having enough water on a daily basis is so important. It's one of the simplest things to do, but so few of us actually drink enough to actually work out how much water you need. Basically, weigh yourself in pounds, divide that in 2, and that's the amount of fluid ounces of water you should drink every day. So say if you weigh 140 pounds, you need to be drinking 70 fluid ounces of water every single day as a minimum. If you're menopausal, having lots of hot flashes, then you want to be drinking a bit more. Again, if you're in a hot climate or you're doing a lot of hard labour, you want to be drinking more because you're going to be using up more. If you're diabetic, you probably want to be drinking more because of the fact that you're likely to be urinating more because of the fact, the way diabetes affects your urination, your kidneys. So make sure you're doing that as well. Another really useful way of helping sore muscles is to foam roll. I've got a big squidgy foam roller. It's reasonably firm, but it's, you know, if you squidge it, it does squidge, and that's awesome for doing, you know, for rolling on the muscle. It's kind of like having your own massage, but it does work the toxins out of the soreness out of the muscles. So, you know, everything that's going on in those muscles, it helps to work that out. And if you combine that with stretches, you're going to get the biggest bang for your buck as far as making the most of the tips and strategies that you can do to make your muscles feel better. Epsom salt bath is another really good way of doing it. So put like 3/4 of a cup of Epsom salts in a warm bath and just lie and enjoy the bliss for about 20 minutes, half an hour. The warmth will also help to soothe your muscles. Stretching is always key. After every single workout that you do, make sure you're stretching effectively. If you are really sore, so go and do some cardio, get that blood flowing around, and then stretch. But don't stretch cold muscles. Always make sure they're warm first, and then do a really gentle, long stretch session. There's loads of yoga workouts out there, loads of stretching routines. If you don't know what to do yourself, Google it. There will be loads of stuff out there which will help you in, you know, get rid of some of that soreness. If you live close to like a steam room or a jacuzzi, book yourself in there for half an hour, for an afternoon. Again, that will make a massive difference. If you're super sore, and I know one of the worst things when you've got really sore muscles is getting down the stairs. It seems to be worse than going down than going up. So walk backwards. Make sure you're not going to fall over, make sure you're not going to trip over the cat, but if you walk backwards, it does take some of the pressure off your quadriceps, which are probably the muscles which might be hurting the most when you start a new workout program. I understand it, I've been there, I do know what that horrible muscle soreness feels like. It's bloody agonizing, but do keep moving, do keep stretching, it will get better. What else can I suggest you to do? That's about it really. I mean, make sure you get enough sleep as well, because obviously when we sleep, that's when our bodies rebuild themselves, and you know, and also it sort of reduces the amount of pain you're in because if you're asleep you're not aware of it. Some people do like to take painkillers. I don't take pain relief. I like to do it the natural way. However, if it's really painful, then maybe you want to take a small dose of, I don't know, paracetamol or ibuprofen. But beware that things like ibuprofen, they will irritate your stomach lining. So if you've got if you have a sensitivity to, I don't know, IBS or digestive troubles, you may want to you know, stay away from the ibuprofen type tablets. But that's your call. That's not something that I would recommend, but it's worth bringing up because some people do mention it, and if you're in absolute agony, then maybe that's the way to go. But I certainly, personally, I wouldn't suggest it. So hope that helps, and any questions, let me know. If you want me to, if there's anything else you want some help with, you know, advice on nutrition, exercise, mental health, anxiety, panic attacks, I specialise in that. I'm also a psychotherapist. Let me know. I'd be more than happy to jump on and share some of my strategies and my tips and information with you. So that's it. Have a fabulous rest of your day, and keep moving. See you soon.